Omega-3 fatty acids come up all the time in nutrition articles and media, but the term doesn't exactly explain itself well. Many people have a general understanding that they're good for you, at least, but we can do better than that. Today, we're going to go in depth on what exactly an omega-3 fatty acid is and why it's so good for you, right here on Health Tips. Before we begin, click that like and subscribe button to get more informative videos just like this one in your feed. It helps us out, it helps you out, everyone wins! Now let's go ahead and learn everything you don't know about omega-3 fatty acids. First and foremost, what are omega-3 fatty acids? Put simply, they're just a set of naturally occurring acids found in fish, nuts, seeds, and oils. As the name suggests, they're found mostly in fatty foods, but thankfully, you don't need massive servings to get your fair share. The real problem is that they occur almost exclusively in just a few food groups. There are many people who simply don't eat fish and nuts regularly, either due to personal taste or lack of availability, and this can lead to a dangerous deficit down the road. There are 3 types of omega-3 fatty acids that you should know about: EPA, DHA, and ALA. EPA and DHA come mostly from oils in certain species of fish, and ALA appears mostly in plant foods. While they each have different health benefits, they're ultimately all beneficial omega-3s. Still, what makes them special isn't what they are, but what our bodies can do with them. So let's get into the nitty-gritty and find out why they're so special. These helpful nutrients are a vital energy source that helps to maintain your cardiovascular, respiratory, and immune systems. They're also critically used to reinforce the walls of every cell in your body. Yes, all of them. Fish oil, one of the most common supplements for both EPA and DHA, is believed to aid with both joint pains and stiffness. These supplements are commonly recommended to arthritics for this very reason. It also tends to keep triglyceride levels in check, an important step to maintaining your blood health and preventing heart disease. Speaking of blood health, a diet with regular consumption of omega-3s has been known to reduce high blood pressure, raise the levels of good cholesterols, reduce plaque buildup, and prevent the formation of problematic blood clots. To put it simply, they're insanely good for your body's circulation. Additionally, omega-3s lower inflammation. This is important for many chronic diseases, like asthma, as inflammation tends to aggravate the patient's symptoms if left unchecked. Reduced inflammation also leads to reduced soreness and discomfort across the board. Inflammation is a significant factor in nearly all chronic illnesses that are common in modern culture. Even extreme diseases like heart disease and cancer become significantly more complicated if inflammation is allowed to run rampant in the body. So, the ability of omega-3s to put a sort of limiter on the chemicals linked to inflammation is huge. DHA is important for the eyes and brain, and doubly so for the development of these organs in infancy. These areas of the body constitute the highest concentration of DHA by a fair margin. They may even help stave off memory-consuming diseases like dementia. The jury's still out on this last theory, but the results are looking incredibly positive so far. DHA deficiencies seem to coincide with serious vision problems, including macular degeneration. This is a leading cause of permanent damage and, in worst scenarios, blindness. As such, anything that may keep these issues at bay is worth looking into. Jumping over to the immune system momentarily, omega-3s can lead to a reduced risk and reduced symptoms of autoimmune diseases, in which the immune system essentially attacks healthy cells due to some unfortunate programming errors in the body. Diabetes and multiple sclerosis are 2 such diseases, and, as you might expect, getting a healthy dose of omega-3s aids with both. Some studies have linked omega-3s to a reduced risk of mental disorders and chemical imbalances like ADHD, anxiety disorders, and clinical depression. But these findings are relatively new. Still, the research is very promising, and one study even found that EPA in particular seems to have similar effectiveness to commonly used antidepressants. Even the outside of your body greatly appreciates these helpful acids. DHA is an important component of your skin cells and is found extensively throughout the membranes that protect your skin cells and, by extension, the rest of you. As a side effect, skin with healthy cell membranes tend to appear younger and smoother. EPA similarly affects the skin, reducing the impact of acne and aging while helping to moisturize and oil your skin properly. Omega-3s also play a role in protecting your collagen, which can be important if you tend to get overexposed to sunlight. Now, having known all the exceptional health benefits of omega-3, wondering where exactly are they found? Well, EPA and DHA are primarily found in seafood, in the oils of certain fish. ALA is found in plant-based foods, most notably nuts. While many people do opt to include fish oil supplements in their diet, it's always best to get your nutrients straight from the source foods when possible, so that you don't miss any of the scrumptious vitamins and minerals that human bodies specialize in utilizing. For EPA and DHA, look toward fatty fish like anchovies, sardine, tuna, lake trout, and salmon. Salmon especially has a massive heaping of vitamins and nutrients other than omega-3s, just in case you're looking to get the most bang for your buck. You can also get omega-3s from oysters, even caviar if you're feeling more fanciful. If you're picky about your seafood, then consider taking the time to look up some of your favorites and see if they happen to contain any of these useful acids. You don't need to become a seafood fanatic overnight, but it's worth your time to look for something containing these nutrients that appeals to you. Ideally, stay away from fried fish. It's less nutritious and far, far worse for you. You can get your omega-3s from canned fish if it's more convenient, but do be aware of the effect that too many preservatives from canned food could have on your body. There are many other fish that are high in EPA and DHA, but bear in mind that a good number of fish do contain certain toxins that are detrimental to the body in large amounts. These detriments are mostly found in larger saltwater fish, like swordfish. ALA can be found in walnuts, canola oil, and other nuts and seeds. These are prone to be high in calories, so keep your intake moderate for best results overall. While omega-3s are used throughout your entire body, it's typically not hard to keep your levels reasonable as long as you're making an effort. As mentioned previously, fish oil supplements are an option. This may be an appealing alternative for those of us who don't like fish, but it may be best to speak with your doctor first about any possible side effects if you're unsure. This is especially important for the elderly who could conceivably be on a medication that doesn't play nicely with certain supplements. In unusual cases, you might even need special supplements prescribed to you by your physician. This is typically reserved for patients who suffer from dangerously high triglyceride levels. If you're in this niche category, then take your doctor's advice seriously and ask questions. If you suffer from any cardiovascular issues or are on a medication that has increased bleeding as a potential side effect, then it's strongly advised you talk to a doctor before using any omega-3 supplements, even over-the-counter fish oil. To sum up, while omega-3 fatty acids might not sound especially intuitive, they are one of the basic building blocks of the human body. It should come as no surprise that we humans, with our close ties to the sea, evolved to use nutrients often found in seafood as an instrumental part of our cellular structure. You may not immediately notice the impact of an omega-3 deficiency, but this is one of the nutrients that really starts to pay off in your golden years. When everyone else around you starts struggling to keep their eyesight, memory, and joint mobility, you'll be glad that you added these critical assets to your diet. If you're looking for other healthy and best food to include in your diet, don't forget to check out our top 10 healthiest foods no one ever told you video for more tips. Like we say as always at HealthxTips, your health, your life, your priority. See you again!